All right, guys, today is February 23rd, this 2023, and I'm here in front of the Monterey County Emergency Communications, and today I'm going to see if they're open. I'm going to turn in this request for a 911 and a non-emergency call. Yesterday, Mike Morales was at McDonald's over there at Del Monte, and he called the police. I guess 8 officers showed up. I was live streaming on Facebook, and I asked Sergeant Jenkins if he got a 911 or a non-emergency call, and all he said was he heard something over dispatch. So today we're going to find out if Mike Morales did call 911 or if he made a non-emergency call. So what I'm doing is I'm requesting the time that he made the call. So they just want me to put where the incident took place and who the officers were. So Officer Jenkins made contact with me yesterday, and Officer Jenkins and then Officer Simpson were the 2 officers that made contact with me yesterday. So anyhow, I need all 911 and non-emergency calls dispatched to Monterey Police Department between the hours of 7:45 a.m. and 8:15 a.m. for the day of February 22nd, 23. And then I gave him my email right there. So yeah, anyhow, let's see what's going on today here.
How can I help you?
Hi, my name's Alexander Winters. Could I have your name, please?
I'm sorry, what was that?
My name's Alexander Winters. Could I have your name, please? Who am I speaking with?
With Maria.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Yes, ma'am. I have a public request form that I'm trying to turn in today.
Okay.
I noticed that on your website it said you guys were closed, so I drove here. I wasn't sure if that was official or not, but I just needed to turn this in if I could, please.
Okay, 1 second, we'll be right out.
Take your time, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, her name is Maria. So once again, guys, yesterday, February 22nd, at about 7:45 a.m., I was minding my own business at McDonald's, and Mike Morales, I just went live and started filming. Hi, ma'am. How are you today? Beautiful smile, and I'm sorry, I'm just recording right now.
I know, but I don't want to be on.
I'm sorry, I understand, but there's no expectation of privacy, but I do appreciate.
Which department are you going to want?
So real quick, I'll just be brief and frank. So yesterday, at about 7:45, Officer Jenkins and Officer Simpson made contact. A gentleman apparently called 911 or non-emergency, and I put the hour like 7:45 to 8:15 is when I'm requesting the non-emergency or 911, either or. I need to know if it was a 911 or non-emergency.
Got it. So we are Office of Department of Emergency Management, and this is Emergency Communications. So which department do you want it for?
Well, I need it for just the dispatch. I need a dispatch call. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's a different department. Let me go get them out.
Thank you. Okay? I appreciate it.
Okay, 1 second.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
No worries. Let me get.
Sorry about the camera. I just have to film my documentation because I need to make sure that I have the right to actually request these calls. So I just want to make sure if I don't document, they could. Well, there was no calls. We didn't get anything. I just want to make sure the guy that made the bogus 911 call yesterday, he's not. Yes, I just want to make sure he's not calling police on their personal cell phones.
Got it. 1 second.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, beautiful day, guys. There we are. You can see snow up on Mount Toro. Pretty epic. Let's see if we can get a better shot here. Look at that. A little bit of snow on Mount Toro today. So I witnessed Mike literally say he was going to call 911 yesterday. And if you're making 911 calls because your feelings are hurt and there's not an emergency, that's abuse of 911. So if he's just going to continue to make these bogus calls to the police, I'm going to keep getting phone calls that he makes. And if he didn't make any phone calls to 911 or the non-emergency number yesterday, then that means he's calling the Monterey police officers on their personal cell phones. And Mike Morales did go to school with a few Monterey police officers, so he's allowed to have a police officer's phone number, but he's not allowed to call police when they're in their official capacity on their personal cell phones and have them show up for a call. It has to be dispatched. Kind of a boring narrator, guys. Just waiting for her to come back out with the other worker. Old Glory flying high today. Look at that. It's good. We don't see any blue line flags anywhere. Wow. So yeah, I went into Monterey Police Department yesterday to fill out a dispatch call, and Mucha was her name, very nice lady that works in the office there at Monterey Police Department, told me that I needed to come here, and she gave me this request form. So I'm here in Salinas today. Hi, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My name's Alex. Can I have your name, please?
Colleen Burden.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I'm just documenting this for my own story. I don't want to talk too much about it, but yesterday a gentleman made a 911 call at McDonald's on Del Monte Street.
Okay.
And I just put, I need to know if he made an actual 911 call or a non-emergency. Officer Jenkins of the Monterey Police Department and Officer Simpson both came up to me and said they received a call over dispatch. They don't know if it was 911 or non-emergency.
Okay.
So I'm just here requesting that information. I put my email address down here, and I'm requesting the dispatch calls to Monterey Police Department between the hours of 7:45 a.m. and 8:15 a.m. February 22nd, 2023, and that was yesterday.
Okay.
So I'm just real brief here. I need all 911 and non-emergency calls dispatched to Monterey Police Department between the hours of 7:45 a.m. and 8:15 a.m. for the day of February 22nd, 2023. And you could email me, and then I left my email address right here.
Okay, so are you looking specifically for the call that would have led to that call for service, or are you looking for every single call that was
I want every single supposed call to the Monterey dispatch between the hours of 7:45 and 8:15. Every single non-emergency and 911 call that was made to Monterey dispatch between 7:15 and 8:15 February
Let's
22nd.
make sure I have all of that down.
I'm sorry, I don't know how many. I know they're probably getting a lot of calls. But there was a gentleman, Mike Morales, who said he was going to call 911. I've got it all on a live stream yesterday. So if an officer is going to come up and tell me that he received a call on dispatch, and the officer won't tell me if it was a 911 call or a non-emergency, my only concern is the gentleman that called on me yesterday is calling these police officers on their personal cell phones. And so that is why I'm here requesting this information. So sorry I have bad penmanship
No,
there.
I just want to make sure I can read everything just in case I have any questions since I have you here.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm really sorry to have to film today. I just have to do it for my own documentations.
So you also want the radio traffic for the information being given
Well,
out?
I really wanted the CD with the dispatch calls. So I want to know who made the call. I want to hear them calling dispatch and saying that whatever. Because if they made a false call yesterday, if they're calling the police department, making something up, saying they feel threatened or this or that, and then the cops just showed up yesterday, there's nothing they didn't, I was filming, I didn't break any laws, so then they leave. So that's why I'm here today, because if someone's going to call the police, I need to know if they did it legally. Police are not allowed to make calls on their personal cell phones while they're in their official capacity. And the gentleman who called on me yesterday has been known for making fake calls to police on their personal cell phones. I have multiple documentations of this. So that's all I need is...
But you circled radio traffic here. So you're looking for phone calls, not radio traffic.
So radio traffic meaning like...
Meaning that's going to be the dispatcher giving the information to the officer over the radio.
No, I want the actual physical phone call of Michael Morales.
So do me a favor.
I'm sorry.
Change that.
So
that when I'm referring back to this,
okay.
I have the correct information.
So where at again?
So cross that out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And put phone call recording.
I really do apologize. This is my first time doing this, ma'am, and I hate to waste resources and people's time, but this gentleman keeps making 911 calls. Mm-hmm. And police want to charge people with abuse of 911, but they don't want to have their informants that are calling them all the time. They want to keep it secret. I had a Monterey police officer filming me one time. He drove past me and stuck his hand out the window. Now, I zoomed in on his phone, and the funny part was he was in his official capacity working, and I zoomed in when he was driving past. I stopped the film and I zoomed in on his camera. He didn't have his numbers. They're supposed to have company issued phones with their numbers on them. This officer had his personal cell phone filming me, and I've got it all on video. So you see, this is why I record, because they're not allowed to be using their personal cell phones while they're in their official capacity. Okay. So I'm sorry, but phone call. So phone call recording, is that it? I really do apologize about my bad penmanship. Okay, I'm sorry. It's ALEEX.
Okay, so that is 2 E's.
And then Winters, like the season with an S.
And then at gmail.com.
Yes, ma'am. I really do apologize.
So do you want them emailed to you, or do you want it on a CD?
I want it on a CD, but I don't want to give my personal cell phone number. I just want to know I don't know if I need to pay money for that.
No, there's no charge. I just need to know how I'm getting the information to you. So if you want
can I give I don't really want to give my address, but if I have to,
well,
I might have to.
I need to know how I'm going to get in touch with you to let you know that it's done, or B, just mail it out. So,
could you just mail it out to the address, or?
So what address do you want me to mail it to?
P.O. Box 20. Should I just read the address? I'm sorry. So where should I put address?
It's just there's space here, so
I'm sorry. I don't want to mess up mail. I really do apologize, ma'am. It's a little freezing out here. Mail to. How's your day going otherwise?
So far, so good.
Awesome. I can't complain. I didn't even have to come here today, but I'm going to find out if people are abusing 911 or not. Box 23A. I do apologize about the sloppiness of this. Okay, that should be.
Make sure I get that one. PO Box 2388 Willits 95490.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. Sounds good.
What was your name one more time?
Colleen.
Colleen, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your professionalism, and yeah, if you could just mail it to that address, or I could touch back in like a week or so if I don't hear from you. Or
And is that a number where I can reach you if I have any questions?
that's the Monterey Police Department's
That's the
phone
Monterey
number.
Police Department. Okay. So is email the best way to get in touch with you if I have any questions?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
I
Great.
appreciate it. You have
Thank
a great
you.
rest of
You
your
too.
day. Thank you. Okay, guys, and that's how you do it right there. So, all right. All right. Okay. That. Get a little shot of Mount Toro. Snowcat. Okay, guys, another beautiful day in Salinas. We're gonna end this here. Okay. Well, I got a lot more accomplished today than I expected. I looked on their website and I thought they were going to be closed today. But anyhow, we just filled out that request form for the 911 and non-emergency calls. And that's how you do it right there. Peace out, everyone.